Flip man, flip man. It's the flip man. Flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Surprise, surprise.
What's up, man?
We are live on a Saturday. I got my man Anthony here from Hive Mind, and we're here to talk about flipping land. I got an expert here to try to get us going in the right direction here. So we put it together really quickly. Or basically yesterday, wasn't it?
Yep.
So we're going to try to do more of these as schedules permit. So we're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, in all of those places. So so you can post your questions here, but we're going to he's basically, he doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be, oh, I got Dang in here too. Okay, boom. All right, so we got Dan in here also. All right, the man in here. So yeah, let me see which way I need to go. This way. Okay. All right, and so we're gonna what's going on, Dan? By the way.
Good morning.
Yeah. So we're going to evaluate some properties and get a lot of good insight. But before we do that, guys, people I know we've done one a couple years back, maybe not even been that long, but if you guys willing to introduce yourselves and then we'll move forward. I'm pulling up some stuff.
Thank you, man. So a great honor to be here, Ty. We've been followers of yours forever, man. I was watching your videos before I even got my first deal, dude. So just to be friends with you and to be live with you, man, it really is a blessing, man. So I appreciate you being a friend and being in our life. This is a really cool relationship that we value a lot. So thank you. My name's Anthony. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I accidentally started flipping land. I thought I was going to be a house flipper, have a construction background, but I got into land, man. I made like 85 G's on my first deal, like one of my first deals, and it just really made me see the value of flipping paper and land. And 5.5 years later, my partner here, Daniel, is a mad scientist with me. Yeah, we created the Hive Mind. It's a brand that we flip ranches, and we primarily focus on ranches that are $1 million and up.
Boom. Yeah, that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. What about you, Dan?
So my name is Dan Martinez. I used to be a truck driver back in the day. Feels like many moons ago, but I used to be a truck driver.
Forget you're a truck driver until you say it, dude.
It's been so long. I like bringing it up because I feel very blue collarish, but I'm doing crazy stuff now. But I don't want to forget where I came from. So I did that many years ago. Started my own trucking company, and then I was looking for something else to do, and I ended up flipping land with Anthony here. I made like $6K on my first deal. Never talked to the seller or the buyer, and then I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then I've never done a house deal since.
Hey, that's what's up, man. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys? I have Daniel, are you in position to share your screen? Who's the tech guy? Well, Dan, he just told me. Dan, okay, so pull up. I guess you'll probably. Well, however you have value. I'm assuming the land ID or whatever. So I'm gonna start with some properties that a couple of them you all are already aware of, and then maybe one or two that you may not be aware of that's coming in my pipeline of generating leads. And so we'll sort of just go through that process. It'll educate me, educate the audience or whatever on where we need to be as far as an offer on a particular property. So let me pull up. Now, of course, with land, a lot of times they don't have an address. So what I'll do, I don't know if you all can educate me on it. Once I actually find it, I may obviously like to use the parcel number going forward. A lot of times I like to find an actual physical address, and I just know I can recognize the property from there. But let's start with this one here. This is an interesting one. It says it's 175 acres. It's in Caldwell County in Texas.
Okay, Caldwell's hot. That's a hot area.
Yeah, Caldwell County. And let's do this. Let me just give you the address is next to. It's 100 Ebbon, Ebbon Road, Luling.
Okay, yeah, Luling's hot, man.
Yeah, you'll do present down at the bottom thing, and
so land ID is better than I usually do Landline, so
okay,
I am not.
it's up to you.
With land ID, but I do have it.
Okay.
So if I do fumble around, bear with me.
Yeah, I'm looking on Landglide right now. And just so you know, Ty, we're gonna roll out our own app that behaves like Landglide and Land ID.
Okay, nice.
We're still probably a year out, but we're gonna have our own proprietary stuff. So for reasons like this, right? When somebody wants to check out a land deal with us, we could just say, hey, use this link and find it in this link, and then send it back to me, and bam, so we'll get automatic subscribers. So if you want to take a look at that later, okay, I found it. So is it the one behind that square or what?
It's the one. Let's see.
Big one,
okay,
right?
So it's the one behind the square. All of them that are Hanson. So Henry Hanson, and then the one down there that says John, and then the other one that says John.
John Hanson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about that Cox, Milton, and Pamela? Is that part of it?
No.
Okay,
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
So you got John Hanson, 55 acres, 76 acres, and 47.
Yep. I got 48 over here. But yeah, so it looks like it's 150. We got frontage on the street over here, Anthony, 139 on the back end.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What do you want to look for?
I got it up on my Landglide. Somebody was at the door. I was just checking who it was, but okay. So
yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
Okay. So just like I'll tell you exactly what happens in my mind when somebody sends me a lead like this. Okay.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is I want to see how much road frontage it has, right? So how much road is touching the property.
Mm-hmm.
I see you got some on Eben, you got some on 1322. Okay, so where my mind starts to go right away is when you're on a main highway like that on 1322, you're gonna it's gonna affect your driveway spacing, right? Because we're not developers. First and foremost, I want to preface this call with saying that we don't look at buying land to throw a neighborhood in here, right? So we're gonna try to just cut it up into 10-acre tracts and just dump it and move on. That's the quickest path to cash in the land business. So when it's on a highway like that, like on a main highway, that's going to affect your driveway spacing. So it's going to affect the number of entrances I can get. So when the property is really deep, like when it goes long to the back, that's challenging because you're going to have limited access points to the property to cut it up into tens. So the shape is pretty good based on the amount of road that's touching it. You see that clearing running in a diagonal over on the left hand side? There's some kind of easement there. That could be a pipeline easement. That could be a gas line easement. We don't know what that is. So that might affect access too. But based on this size of property, that's not a huge deal. If you had a couple of those cutting through it and it was a small property, then I might be worried about it. But we'll just know that there's some kind of access easement in there for whatever reason.
Okay.
You can probably pull it up, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't have it marked as anything, right? Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the app and I'm going to start to measure. Before I even zoom out and see where in the heck this is, I'm going to hit my measuring tool and then I'm just going to start to zoom out, zoom way, way, way out. So I could see where in the heck I am, how far am I from what. So it looks like I'm about 5 miles northeast of Luling itself. Like I said, that's a pretty hot area. It's up and coming big time. So I like the area. I like that it's pretty close to Luling. It's about 6 miles from the highway, from a major highway, Highway 10 that runs between San Antonio and Houston. So I like that distance from the highway, 6 miles. I like that a lot.
We're not far from Lockhart either.
Yeah. And Lockhart's hot. Anything close to Austin is hot. Yeah. So I like where it is located. I like the amount of road frontage on here. I'm just worried if this is going to be a difficult cut up now. So that's the next thing I'm going to assess.
I think just from my notes, I think he'll sell the parcels differently. It looks like that. Is that bottom one more attractive because of the road frontage or
yeah,
it won't matter?
Well, now looking at it, it looks really good.
Yeah, the frontage on the right side helps out a lot because it gives access to this back part, essentially.
Yeah. Now you got a bunch of access. I didn't see that secondary road on the back. So that's, you know, now it's getting even juicier with that back road back there. I'll tell you right now, Ty, our target exit for an easy, quick deal is if we sell at about 20,000 per acre.
Mm-hmm.
That's our easy sell price. So if, you know, depending on where this guy is on price, that would be my next question.
15, or negotiable.
Okay.
Let me check my note right quick, but yeah, I think it's 15 and negotiable.
We aim for about 50% purchase price of our target sales price. So
my bad. I'm wrong on this one. Lou, is this? No, that's Johnson City. My bad. Hold on a second. Let me. Luling. Which one is this? Yeah. This one, yeah, 15. He says 15. He's open for negotiations, open to terms. Would like to see or hear terms and then decide.
Okay, so that's what if we're gonna do cash, we would be about half of our in sales price. So if he wants 15, you know, we're trying to sell for double of that, which would be 30, which I think is not a good mark for us. Yeah. But if he's willing to do creative, 15 might still work. You know, I would like to see 10-acre tracts selling around here for at least 20, like 250 for 10 acres.
Okay.
Is what I would want to see if we're going to buy for like the 15-ish mark. So even on 15 at creative, where we could give them a certain amount of down payment, right? Like 5 or 10% down. Then we would go into looking at what 10-acre tracts are selling for and how fast they're selling. So you want to run a comp on that one, Daniel? See what it looks like?
Yeah. Let me.
This is good, guys. This is good. This is good.
The sauce.
This is good. This is good. This is good.
I was doing it right now. All right, so I'm looking for 10 to 20 acres in Lowling, and how fast it went. So
what's up? We're on Zillow. Zillow.
Yeah, we're on Zillow.
Okay.
Well, so I looked at pull up Lowling.
Let's do this. Let me show you this first, guys, before we get too deep on that. I think that's going to help you out going forward. All right. So a little over a year ago, I created. Let me share my screen. My bad. And I created it specifically for land. And once I realized that a lot of land investors, you know, they target, they use Zillow and Redfin to access, to, you know, use data from there to comp land. So what I did was, so we go to Zillow, and did you just go to Lowling in general?
Yeah, I went to Lowling, and then I did 10 to 20 acre tracts.
Okay, all right. So Lowling, Texas. All right. And so as you notice, the entire map is open, right? That's when when Zomps is downloaded, you know, we can go back to the normal map to here. Okay. And so if I remove the boundary, I can go here, and then we're targeting land. Well, let me reset the filters first, just to make sure. It's reset all filters, and then only land. And so now we were up in this area right here. It doesn't really matter where you want to draw your boundary. You first want to filter out the 10 to 20 acre tracts, you said?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, so
size. Lot size.
Okay, so 10 to 20 acre tracts. All right. And so we got that. So quite a few of them. So you were looking at the sold stuff?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now from this point, it would just be like, so I'm just going to select just a few just to show you, and then you can take it over from there. But so I'm just going to draw this area right here, right? And hit apply. Okay. So then I could add these to my panel.
Man, you guys are good, man. I didn't know Zillow could do none of this.
Well, it's a Google Chrome extension. So now if I go over here to the panel, then go for Zomps for land. So now I can actually look at these, like you want to look at the price history. So it just makes it a little clearer. You can go from each one of these to do that, right? And so So it just sort of just puts everything there now. Once you get you honed down, you can make one of these. Say if you had the actual address, which a lot of times you can't with Zillow because they don't get that detailed on land without an address a lot of times. So if I wanted to make that the target, and if I actually had sales, of course, Texas won't have the sales there. It would actually give me a value once I honed in on what I think it would sell for per acre, price per acre or whatever. So, but I'll remove this. But anyway, it just sort of just gathers everything in one place where you can easily see, like, if you want to see, like, it was listed for sale, the next event. So it went pending 27 days later, and then they closed at 41 days. But it also tells you what the price per square foot was at the time that it went from listed to pending. It shows you. So I guess a good indicator, if it goes pending pre-sale after it's listed, it probably sold for that, which I know you can dive deeper to see what it actually sold for.
Yeah.
But at least it gives you a range on what stuff is actually selling for. So we don't have to use it now. I just wanted to show you that was available, whatever. So, but
that's really cool, man. That's very helpful. I like the way it just throws it all into a sheet for you.
Yeah, and then you could download that if you want or whatever too. So, but
I just downloaded it.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, and I'm never gonna download.
I can walk you through it then. If you want to pull it back up now, since it's added to your Chrome, I can just walk you through it on how you want to, what you want to put into the panel there. So,
hey, did you see that live right there, Ty? Daniel's already downloaded it while you got it on here, and I'm never ever gonna download it. Never. That's what we got Daniel for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a beast when it comes to tech, man.
Yeah. So now what you want to do is go back to you want to go back to the map, X out of that, and hit apply because you want to add everything. Oh. Yeah. Now the only issue is that when you do that many, it's not going to allow you to automatically. You got to click on them and individually add them, right? So it'll do 10 or less. So you might have to do it in small batches to get, just small batch. That still might be too many, but let's see. Okay, yeah, it'll do it. So hit the orange button. Quick learner.
Damn, that's tight. Let me see that. That one had a house on it.
Yeah, maybe
so that's going to affect our per acre price.
Yeah, it'll give you the notification when it's done. So now,
that's why I had too many.
Oh, that's why I've had too many. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So go back to the panel and then erase everything. Just go back to your panel. Yeah, hit the key. Go to Zomps for land. And wait a minute. Yours white space. Click it again. Yeah. Refresh your screen. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, and let's see now. Go back to the key. Let's see again. I wonder why it's doing that. Go ahead and click. You can see the clear Zomps for land. And to the left right there, you see where it's almost saying clear right there above. Okay.
What if you unclick Zomps for houses, Daniel? Because it looks like two things are selected.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter, but let's see. Yeah, it's too many of them in there. Did you go in and put the filter like you wanted at
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Oh, I know it. Zoom out on your what's the name a little bit on your browser. Shouldn't matter, but no, I'm not sure why it's doing that. You are on Chrome. You use the Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the only thing I think of it might be like a security protection about sharing screen.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, that's what
it. Let's see if it does it without it. No, it's still doing it. That's weird.
If you want, you can just give me the direction on what you want, so we can do it.
It looks like we're northeast of Luling.
Okay. That's all he was trying to do, was just circle that area to see what kind of 10-acre tracts are selling for right close by.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me remove. So we're in here, right here in this area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dude, that's such a handy tool.
It is pretty handy. That's what I saw. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Definitely need that.
Work in progress, but thank you.
Did you put that together, Ty?
Yeah, I had some people to code it, but yeah, it was my idea, whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, dude, that's insane, bro. We need to push this out.
Yeah. So we got we got one in here that's not, so we'll remove that one to 47. Okay, so you just want to start just to look at these individually, try to get an idea.
Yeah. I'm currently looking for a price per acre.
Okay.
Of what it sold at and when it sold. So 2021, it kind of gives me an idea, but it's a lot older. So
A lot older. Okay. Let's see. So
it still showed 290 for 10 acres. That sounds really, really high. I wonder if there was a house there or something.
You want to look at these 23 and 24 here?
Yeah. 23 and 24.
The 10.01 specifically, that's probably like a developer cut up. 10.01.
So this one is 15.12 right here that we're looking at right now. And that's
20,000 per acre, essentially. Go to the 12.1.
The 12.1.
Yeah, there you go. 23. All right, next one. 19. So it looks like it's 20.
Everything's going to be like 20 then. And then how many days on market at 20?
41.
41 days, 7 days for 199. 1 day for 199.
Seems like 20 to 24 is a sweet spot.
So we never go with the higher number. We're gonna say 20 as a comp here. So if he's at 15, man, it's hard for us to make money. Can we make money? For sure, right? Because let's call it $5,000 an acre.
100 acres or 150 acres. That's 750.
750 profit, but even at 750, like I said, we're still trying to aim for like half, man. So if he's at 15, comps are at 20, we're trying to sell for like 17.5, 18 acres.
So try to get him down to 10.
I think 10 to 12 would be hot.
10 to 12.
Or we do creative and he let him know what we're doing, that we're just going to do a land cut up. If he's stuck hard at 15, say, yeah, we can do it. But then that's something that we're not going to buy. We might give him like 5 or 10% while we cut it up and sell it for him.
Okay.
Yeah, we do like an ovation play.
Novation. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So we'll put that together. So basically 5 to 10% down on, so, well, I guess whatever the final, well, that's 5 to 10% down on 15.
If he's stuck at 15, yeah, but you know, cash, I would say cash, we're like at 9 or 10, right?
Okay.
But if he's hard at 15, then we would do like 5% down, which is like 111K down. And then we would let him know that, hey, we're going to develop the property out and sell it off and pay him as we go. And we usually ask for like a 2-year balloon, 3-year balloon.
Yeah. Right. So when Anthony says we're not developers, we are not developers, but we kind of are. It's kind of a double meaning is we do develop to a certain point, but we're not full-scale developers that do vertical and ground-up construction.
Okay. Yeah. So if the only way, like let's say the same guy wanted 17 an acre, 20 an acre, and we clearly see that that's all you can sell it for, then you would have to develop this thing out. Like you would have to bring in houses, you would have to do $1 million worth of engineering, of paperwork on the dang thing. So that's not how we make money in land. We're just going to cut it up into 10-acre tracts, and we're just going to sell it as is. And if we, like Daniel said, if we had to like bring in culverts or clear trees, that's some level of development, but we're not going to do a full scale development here. We have one going right now, and it's drinking all of our liquid cash, everything. Like it's just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in roads, hundreds and thousands worth of water lines and electricity. So
you won't do that again.
Yeah, they're cash hungry. You know what I mean? Like we might make like 10 or 12 M's on it, but for the next year, we're gonna be relieved of all of our excess cash.
Right now, we're eating ramen.
I'm barbecuing ramen today.
Yeah. So you got lemon pepper flavor today, barbecue flavor tomorrow, dirt Monday.
So, Diego in the chat says that play can also be done for smaller 5-acre tracts. Absolutely. We like those. I don't mind doing those. We've done a couple of those. We developed a 10-acre tract into 11 tracts. We did a 5-acre tract, 5.5-acre tract into 11 tracts. and then we're working on possibly like a 6-acre tract into like 14 tracts, and that's a lot. It's a lot easier to stomach, but few and far between.
It still gets heavy, yeah. Because like, here, let me give you an example. So we're cutting up.
Will you do this for them? Because most people are gonna be really green here on this subdividing. Okay, so explain what's special about Texas in the 10-acre deal, the 10-acre tracts with just a survey for the most part in a lot of counties. If you can explain why that's important.
Yeah, so it might work in other states, but we just know for sure that it does in Texas. As long as you stay above 10.01 acres, then there's no approval process. You don't have to put it in front of the county or in the city. You don't have to get anybody's permission, nothing. You privately, as a private individual, right, 150-acre tract, we get it surveyed off into 10-acre lots, and we sell them immediately. So, 30 days out, 60 days out, as soon as our surveys come back, we're sold out. Once you go below 10.01 acres, now you're going to hire an engineer. You're going to do a water study. You're going to do a drainage study. You're going to do a septic permit. So you're going full scale developer. That 5.5-acre tract right now is taking us over a year right now to cut up into 11 lots.
What would be the question that you'll ask in a municipality? Was it a city government, town, or county? What would be number one, what department would you call? And then what would that question be to see what's the minimum you can do with just a survey without having to go through the other process of
I have it right here if you want to show them.
Oh yeah. All right. Boom.
So this is the one we did. As you can see, we're still dealing with it, but you can kind of see there's frontage there's a road coming up across the top, road coming across the bottom, road coming across the bottom right. Lovely. So we cut it into 11 tracks. As you can see, Hive Mind Way. We leave our fingerprints on everything, but yeah, this is a perfect example of what we cut up. We actually got this from a podcast host. They actually sent us this deal. So
me, it needs to be me, but go ahead.
Yeah. But
this took us about a year, man, to cut it up. So it's a long process. So when somebody brings us a little deal like this, and they say, "Hey, I got this 10-acre tract and has a lot of road frontage, and we can cut it into 1 acre and make all kinds of money," like, yeah, for sure. A year from now, a year and a half from now, but with 10-acre lot splits, like I said, we're done in 90 days. We're done. The deal's cashed out. Everybody's paid back, and it's over. I mean, maybe if it goes to 180 days, that's pretty normal, like 3 months to 6 months, and you made 500,000, 700,000 in 6 months, right? So 10-acre tracts is the game. And like I said, our target exit is 199,000 or 20,000 an acre per 10-acre lot. So 20,000 an acre seems to be like the good cutoff point that anybody can afford. Young kids can afford it. Militaries, retired people, anybody can afford a $200,000 ranch for 10 acres. But once a guy says, "Hey, I want 18,000 an acre," and now we got to try to sell it for 30,000 an acre, like, you can do it, but it's going to take you a year, probably 2 years to get that. So
going back to, so if you're going to call the county government or city government, known as good, well, I don't know, but what's the question you're going to ask, to find out what's the minimum with just a survey? Or is that the question? What's the minimum I can subdivide with just a survey, if that's possible?
A lot of counties, they'll have their subdivision laws online. So you can call the county and say, "Hey, where can I find your subdivision rules or laws?" And you could call planning and zoning, and ask them. Sometimes they'll answer the phone, like Atascosa, south of San Antonio. They'll answer the phone, right? And you can ask them any question you want. So you can just call there and say, "Hey, what's the smallest size lot I can get away with here? Do you guys are you opposed to flag lots?" So a flag lot is where you have a real thin entrance and it goes way to the back and then it opens up. We don't like to buy those because you can't cut them up, but we will sell them. Right. Yeah. So like this 150-acre tract, like there's probably going to be a lot of flags on there just based on the shape of the road frontage and the shape of the property. So that's another consideration. Some counties don't want to see flag lots at all. Yeah. So we've had to deal with that before. Some counties do let you cut into 5-acre tracts in Texas. So I'm sure that's a thing. So you could probably call around if you're trying to work in your own backyard. You would call the county and ask them what size, the minimum lot size, what else they want to see.
There's counties in Georgia and Alabama that have similar lot sizing. We had a potential deal in Colorado that they allow 35-acre tracks. So
well, I'm in Alabama.
Oh yeah, in Colorado we came across that where you can't cut below 40 acres. Like, damn, never heard of that one.
Yeah, we had a potential deal come across that was 1,600 acres in Colorado.
Oh wow. Okay.
Look, you see that parcel right south of the one you just highlighted? That one,
Mm-hmm.
the one with your hands on that one.
Yeah.
That would be a great cut up right there. See, it has two sides of road frontage, like across the top and on the right hand side.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a nice cut up.
Okay.
It goes down a little bit, but
Yeah, I didn't realize that it is along to the back. It's
So
like
that's actually, if this was a road, you all were talking about flag lot, that would be that's sort of what a flag lot is, right?
yeah, skinny entrance that opens up to the back. Yeah, those are tough, man. So on the buy side, unless you're getting it for nothing, we wouldn't even mess with those. Like if it's a long skinny tract where it has just like the short side has road frontage. You see like the one next to that one that you're on?
left.
That one. Yeah, that one would be really difficult, man, because you couldn't really cut it up. I mean, you could, but you would have some crazy looking flags where your road goes all the way to the back. So those are like not your best ideal. You just want to find one that has just a nice, good amount of road frontage touching the property.
Is this a road right here, I guess?
No, it's a dirt road. It's like a private road.
Okay.
It'd be a private road. It's a driveway.
Yeah, serving that back house, so you can't cut off of a private road.
Okay, I got you. All right. So what about this? This one is 36 acres right here.
That
one might work.
That's great. 30 acres for that much road frontage looks great.
Yeah.
Okay. They would. Yeah. Let me see what the detail.
That same property right there was like 100 acres or 150. Not so great anymore, right? Because now again, you're gonna have 10 or 12 pieces in there. Not amazing, but for a 30-acre tract, that's plenty of road.
Okay. Let me see what the details were on that one. Let me see here.
You have an address for that one?
Yeah, I'll give you the address next door. You can easily pull it up. So it's 13039 Woodford, Woodford Road.
130. What was it?
13039.
39 Woodford.
Yeah. Let me see what.
Temple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm betting everything around there is going for a 20 an acre.
Let me see, which one was this? Temple, yeah, this is.
Man, you're getting a bunch of leads, dude. What are you have a cold caller going or something?
Like multiple people doing it that want to partner with him. Now, when he sent it over to us, they said it was 24 acres. And of course, we're showing 36 here. So
what are you showing 36? I'm showing 24 on Land Glide.
Are you showing 24 also? Okay. Yeah, I'm showing 24. My bad. Yeah, 24 also. Okay. All right. So
yeah, that's perfect, man. That's an easy two. So being 24, we would just split it in two. You might get like an 11 and a 13 or a 12 and a 12 or something like that.
All right. Says 10,000 per acre. So he's looking for 10,000 per acre.
Dude, that sounds like a deal.
That sounds like a deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I bet you it's worth double that roughly.
You want to comp it? You want to try to really comp it?
Let's do it. You got it, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm working it.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like a deal right there for that price. Because we could just cut it in half. So I can't imagine 10-acre tracts are going for 99,000 around there. There's no way. It has to be higher than that.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We're Southwest Temple, so let's remove boundary. Probably right here in this area. So we got 20-acre tract sold for $250. How much they want?
240.
240. Okay. Let's look for tens. There's a 10.8. 185. Yeah, this has got potential for sure.
Okay.
So it's 15, 240.
Yeah.
240 for 15 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is no 23 though. Yeah, I think it might be a deal.
At 10, that's a deal, man. I would lock that one up.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. I want to show you this one because this is one we're actually closing on next week.
Okay.
This is 38 acres, and it's kind of the same parameter, but 38 acres. We found a buyer that we're buying 38 acres for $285. We're selling this lot. We're closing on it, I think next week or 2 weeks from now. Let's say right before the end of the month. but we're sold this one for 192, and then we're selling 2 11-acre tracts for 159 each, and this is all road frontage.
Okay, I think you may just have. We're not seeing your screen. We see this previous screen.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I have to hit the button again. All right, let me show you this one. Share screen. There we go. All right, here's this one. So this one is 38 acres for 285. We sold lot 1 for 192. And then we have 2 11-acre lots that we're selling for 160 each. So we're projecting to make like 200,000 on this deal.
Okay. All right.
But it's the same style. It's not much frontage, but it's not deep either because it's a small lot. So that's kind of fits in where you're that 20 acre. That 20 acre might be a good deal. There's probably at least 100, 150 on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say lock that one up, man, because you're just that deal right there that we just looked at 10 an acre. I bet you retail easy is 300K. So if he wants 200, there's about 100 spread on that deal.
Yep.
Minimum, because it might be a 200 spread.
Yep, I like it. It's definitely a good deal.
How far do you go out when you're looking? What if there wasn't any immediate activity right there?
With land, it doesn't matter, bro. It's not like houses like where you're like one neighborhood over and now your comps are trash. Like, no. Like if somebody lives in Temple, or let's say somebody lives in San Antonio and I'm looking for 10 acres, it doesn't matter if I'm north, east, south, or west. As long as it fits my budget, it's going down. Yeah.
So the county, or is it the entire county, or that's
I would say driving distance. Like if you're going to drive to work every day, or you're going to go take your wifey to Walmart, right? You want to have a reasonable distance, because some counties are so massive. Like you might drive an hour out, and nobody wants to like commute back and forth to work an hour. So just reasonably close to the city, like 10 minutes out, 15 minutes out, 20 minutes out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like houses where like once you go beyond this side of the highway, like prices plummet. Like it doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Well, when you say the city, you mean like even if it's a small town, you mean like that, not like it has to be the Austin, or it has to be, because you're going to have small set pockets of towns leading up to any metro area or whatever. So, okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah, think about that one in Temple, right? It's probably, let me measure it real quick just so we can.
I think it's like a little less than an hour from Austin, something like that.
Look, watch. So the first thing I do, I don't know if you can see that, but I hit my measuring tool right on top of the parcel. Then I'm going to zoom way out, and I'm going to see how far I am from the city. So I am from the heart of Temple. I'm 9 miles out. That's perfect, bro. That is you can ask for more perfect than that. 9 miles from the city.
Okay.
So that way I'm going to go to work. Let's say I work downtown Temple, whatever they do in Temple. I could have me a badass little 10-acre lot 9 minutes from the city. That's perfect.
All right. I want to give a tricky one here now.
Okay.
So let me I'm gonna share my screen first. Let's see here. All right. What is some good stuff? All right. So here we go.
Does it even have road access? That front parcel is the access.
No, but that ain't for sale though. It's just these 34 acres right here.
Oh no!
It better be selling it cheap.
Yeah, something like that, man. You just gotta get a steal on it. Like if you can buy it like that, like Daniel said, let's say that 30 acres is worth 100 bands, or you can get it for like 30 or 40, maybe, because you could just off sell it to somebody else. But as far as cutting it up or developing it, there's nothing you can do with that.
But just a parcel that's just for sale.
Buy as is and sell as is. So I would just make like
because you couldn't create enough easement to make this make sense, right?
No.
So the thing about Texas is Texas has a rule that there's no such thing as landlocked land. You can unlock any parcel. It's just it costs. You have to sue somebody to sue for an easement.
Well, the guy owns the front part of it, so he would probably grant an easement in the sell, but there's no way for us to do anything with it. Cut it up. Like there's no way for us to force appreciation. So like let's take a house, right? How do we force appreciation on a house? We put a bunch of money into it, right? Time, and we make it pretty, and we paint it, and you put carpets in and everything. You drive all your friends crazy, and that's how you make money in houses. But in land, the way that we make money is just by separating it. That's it. That's the value add. So once you have a 30-acre parcel back there, there's no way for us to value add it at all on paper. Like you would have to bring in a road and do some craziness.
That's the fix and flip side of it, right? I guess technically like the value add is subdividing.
That's it. Yeah. So you just take a big ranch and make it into smaller pieces and then just sell it as is. Like sometimes we don't even cut the grass.
All right, this one here is it's 43 acres.
Okay, that's not too bad. Based on the shape, it's not too bad. It's not super long, but it's not maybe not ideal, but it's still possible.
Could probably do 3 tracks on this one.
Maybe 2 or 3 tracks would be good. The bigger tracks, of course, are harder to sell, right? Because the price goes up. The next thing I would do is, like I said, I would measure. So I would find out how far I am from the next big city here.
Okay, let's see here.
Campbellton, Pleasanton. Okay, yeah, I know where this area is. I'm very familiar with this area. I do a lot of business in this area. It's see how far away it is from the highway, from Highway 37, the main vein.
Mm-hmm.
Can we measure that? How far it is from 37? There's a tools up there at the top.
Yeah. So let me see by miles.
Measure.
So do we want to keep it on the road though, right? So
no, I'll just click a straight line as the crow flies from there to the highway.
We're going to keep a straight line. Okay. Let's say it's 5
miles from the highway. And I'm just instinctively, right? This is just me thinking out loud. If I got to exit a major highway, like let's say I'm coming in from San Antonio from work, and then I got to drive 5 miles to my property still off the highway, it's not super ideal. So first things first, do you know what they want for this piece?
Yeah, let me see here.
I bet you retail around here is about 10K an acre.
All right, which one was that one? That was, which one is this one? Hold on, let me see here. This is Falls City.
So I want to mention something too. So the smaller the parcel, the less opportunities to value add. It's more like a house. The smaller the parcel, the bigger the parcel, you actually have opportunities to value add, like a flip, pertaining to keep it the same as houses, whatever. So like when people send us like small land deals, like I want a half acre for 100,000. I'm like, well, I really can't do much of that. There's no ways to value add it. I only have to get a price arbitrage, and that's it, because there's no other way to value add it, that property. That's a half acre. Whereas if I get maybe 10, 30, 40, 50 acres, I have opportunity to value add. The price is kind of relevant as long as it makes sense.
All right. It says he's looking. Okay, so he's turned down 345 6 months ago. He is open to financing the property. Didn't have any plans in mind. So, okay, so.
How many acres is it?
It's 40. It's 43.
43 for 345.
Yeah. They say he turned that down. So.
Hey, I was looking at the chat and on YouTube. Somebody said they had a 9 acre that's already split into 3 lots. That's money right there, because somebody already went through the trouble. You'll find agents list this all the time. They'll have 6 acres listed, and then you look at it and it's already in 4 tracks. Like, oh damn, that was a big ball drop on the realtor side, because that's a lot of money they left on the table. We bought one for 400. It was worth 800.
Hold on. I got it right here. I got the example. Hold on.
All right, let me stop and I'll let you share.
I got the example. Here we go. I got examples for all this. Here we go. So this is a 4-acre tract we bought last November, and this is where you find stuff multiple parcels. Multiple parcels, you're gonna kill it.
That still doesn't even show how far it was cut down. That
one does.
That right there. Boom. So even on the little yellow white square right in the middle, 1 acre, which we just bought and sold, wholesaled it. There was a 1 acre lot to the left of that. So we bought everything minus that little trapezoid at the bottom and minus that little square in the middle. So we bought 18 acres for 400, and total sales on that one was like 750. I mean, it's crazy.
No, 817.
Oh, was it? Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was good.
So you all bought it for 400. So what was it listed for?
It was off market. It came from a wholesaler.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So he pitched it to me. I was at the casino. He pitched it to me like at 350 or 375, and I said, I'll take it. And then he called me back like the next day. He's like, oh man, I got to get 450 for it. I was like, yeah, lose my number, man. If your prices are going to be going up all the time.
Yeah.
So we settled at 400. And
409.
It was worth double, man. But had this same 18 acres come in as one whole and it wasn't cut up, we would have never bought it. No question asked. I mean, it just wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
But since it was already separated, that's where the money is, because somebody already went through all the trouble. Somebody, who knows if it took them 2 years to separate that thing out.
Yeah.
You know. So being that it was already pre-cut up, that's money. So if you do find something, when you're pay attention to listings, when you're looking at listings, like you're hunting for deals online, we buy a lot of deals on market. So when you're looking at a listing and it says 12 acres or 22 acres, have a look at the listing and try to go to it like on one of those apps like Land ID or Landglide or something. If it's already cut up into multiple pieces, it's probably money, because the realtor made a mistake. They didn't account for it being that price cut up.
So you may be getting an agent that doesn't do land listing it.
I think no agents that know land list land, like almost none. So they make a lot of mistakes, man. You'll see them list something crazy. Like I said, it's like, 4 acre tract and it's 3 1s, like what the heck? That's a big miss.
So on this one here, the one here in where's this? Fall City. What will we do on that one, you think? This 43. He said he turned down 345, but he's open to owner financing.
He turned down 345 for 40 acres.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's high, man. He turned down 8,600. Yeah, I would just walk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think we could probably buy stuff in that area for 5,000 an acre.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then also we always make the offer, right? Like you said, offers are free.
Yeah.
So I would still hit him, even if he says, no, I turned down 3. I don't think that's a real number. I don't think anybody would buy it for that out there. I would probably hit him low ball him like at 200, 250 or something.
We bought stuff better north of that, like 20 minutes for 8,000.
Okay.
Yeah. That town Pleasanton, that's like maybe 10 minutes north of there. We can still pick stuff up around there for 7,000 or 8,000. So at that price, at 8,600, he's really high.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at this one here. Okay, so this one here, it's 69 acres, almost 70 acres right here, right?
It's a square shape. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But he owns all of this too or whatever. But this is the one he owns that up there and that up there too. So
dang, dude owns the whole block. Yeah. Is that Bird Ranch Road? Is that a paved road or is that a dirt road?
It's dirt. Looks dirt to me.
Yeah, dirt roads are really tough to sell, man.
And then I think it's pretty far from the highway. I don't even know how you get to the highway from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's down here somewhere. I guess the road runs somewhere all the way down through here, whatever. It's like a real maze, from my understanding. So
just get in there. Can you zoom out so I can see what city it's by?
Okay.
Please.
Johnson City.
You want a little bit more? I don't know where Johnson City is.
Okay.
Round Rock.
Yeah.
Fredericksburg.
Okay. Dang. Right there by Johnson City?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the area. How much does he want for this?
Let's see here. Which one was this? This is what city is this? So this is Johnson City. Hold on to me.
You know what's going to come into play here too is topography. I would like to see what the hills look like around there. You might be buying a mountaintop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson City.
Makes it harder to cut up.
He wants 40K per acre.
Oof. Yeah. It's probably that's probably what it's worth if you cut it into 10-acre tracts.
Okay.
But there's nothing we can do with it at that price.
Okay, that's what it's worth in 10 acres.
Yeah, and like I said, let's say we even got him down to half of that, and he says, "Hey, I'll take 20 an acre." Well, now we got to sell our tract for 40. I would just find an easier deal.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason why is any 10-acre tracts, essentially, even if we buy for 40 and sell for 40, we're still creating $400,000 inventory. So if he wants 40 acres, he wants 1.6 for that. It's a lot harder to find buyers over 300,000-400,000.
Yeah, I think I would say a sharp drop off is 300K for 10 acres, 30K an acre. is where like people they're not going to afford it anymore. Like I said, you'll sell it, but it's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah. So just find an easier deal.
Okay. What as far as like do you all and I know you get all type of stuff sent to you. What are your thoughts on infill lots?
I'm game with infill lots. If we could just buy them and sell them as is, I would look at those, and I would only buy for mobile homes. I wouldn't buy a infill lot that needs a site built house. They're just too difficult to move.
Okay.
Yeah, historically we've been if it takes mobile homes, it's unrestricted. We can sell them quick. So we aim for about half, right? So if that lot's worth 60 grand, we're gonna try to get it for like 30, 35 if we're gonna buy cash. But if we're gonna wholesale it, right, then those numbers could be a little tighter. But we don't do a lot of wholesaling these days.
Okay. All right. As far as if someone sent you a lead, what would be the options? What should they expect as far as payout on it? Is it immediate, or they wait, or is the structure depending on the deal or whatever? Well, how does that normally work?
We offer everything, man. So if they want some money up front, like they just got to get some money quick, 10, 20 grand, and that's it, they're out, then that's all we offer them. But if they're willing, if it's a big deal and it's going to take us 6 months to move it, and they're willing to stay along for the ride, then we'd offer them more money to stay in the deal, learn, help us sell it, all those things.
I got you. All right. Here's one. This is an interesting one here. Where is it? Right here.
This is worst case scenario right here.
Yeah.
How many acres is that?
It's 24.
Damn. Yeah, you probably just cut that thing in half since it has road on two sides.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That keeps it open because of the roads on both sides, right?
Yeah, and it's just going to be harder to sell because it probably 300 feet wide or something.
Let's see. I can measure it.
Tools.
Let me go back.
It's in a good area. Do you know what he wants for this property?
Let's see here. Let me measure it first for you.
300 feet.
It's right at 300. Yeah.
Pretty good eyeball you got there.
288.
What does he want for it?
This one here will not give number. The last offer someone months. At 600, he decided last minute not to sell, but continuing informing lots of building activity within minutes of him. Domino stated that he will consider terms. He would consider selling part of the acres, maybe 10 acres or so.
Yeah, if he's at 30,000 an acre, he said that he decided not to sell at 600. Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah,
he should have took it. Yeah, because that's going to be a difficult property to sell just based on the width.
And I think he owns both of these right here. Well, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's two different owners. Okay.
Do you got time to hang out on here, Ty? You got to run.
No, I'm ready.
Okay, I got a guy that just drove a big ranch right now, and my partner says to call him. He's on site, so I'm going to call him. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
I'll let Daniel take over for a minute. I'm game to hang out.
All right. I got another one here.
Can you put him in the waiting room? Or
sorry?
Backstage? Can you put him backstage?
Yeah. Let me just remove him. All right, cool. All right. Let's see what else we got here, Dan. All right. Those are the ones I wanted to review immediately. Is this another one? Okay, here. Let's look at this one here. Came in yesterday. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's do this. Let me share my screen and stop. Let me share again. All right. Let me turn the what's the name on. Where is it? Where is it? I tricked myself. Hold on, let me just pull the image up out my email. So it's this one. Let me turn the thing back on. James. Where is it?
It looks like it's the Delaney and Johnson.
Right here. Let me see. Which one was it? It was Harvey Couch.
So Delaney.
Okay.
Which to the right. It's to the right.
To the right, up here.
Yeah, that's it right there. Where your mouse is. Right where your mouse is.
Okay. Yeah.
Delaney.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess it was this one and this one too. So all it's 3 parcels. Yeah, exactly. So that was 3. Yeah.
All right. How many acres is it total?
It's a total of, I think it's at 100, but I think it's more than that though. So that's 25. That's 40.
65.
And yeah.
130.
Yeah.
That County Road 445. Can you zoom in on that? Let's see if that's dirt or paved. Looks like dirt. Okay. They go to the other road. That looks like it's paved. The 5th and then 70th and the one.
Yeah, that's paved. Yeah.
Okay. So we go pave the dirt. That looks like maybe a transmission station right in the front.
Right here.
Retention spawn. Or it's a pad. All right. So it's probably fine. What's the price per acre? Let's ask that.
The numbers on it?
Yeah.
Let me see. He didn't have a price on this one. Several offers. Oh, the last was for $2 million.
All right. So even if he denied $2 million divided by 130 is 15K an acre. So he denied 15K an acre. It's probably not a deal for us.
Okay.
And the reason why, if he denied 15, I mean, that's pretty much the top of our buy box, and he has an ugly thing on it. So and if he's not accepting 2 million, he's probably not a real seller.
Okay.
That's usually our first parameter that we look through is the 20,000 per acre or less. And that filters out a lot of different properties pretty easily.
Okay. 20. So your number is normally 20,000 or per acre or less. And like I said, that just filters out. Okay. Why did you just from your experience, you just felt that that's what you can find a number of buyers for in that range? If the number
100%. So if he's already at 15, if he denied a 15K an acre deal, let's say we offer him 17. If we buy it for 17K an acre, I don't even know what the comps are going for. Essentially, we'll have to sell it for 30 to 34,000 an acre, which 10-acre tracts, which I know that one our layout's going to be a little uglier in the back part. We're gonna have to sell for less. It's just not affordable.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. As far as the other like what the subdividing that you all do, that's considered a minor, or that's even less than a minor subdivide? Yeah,
most people call it an exempt subdivide.
Okay.
Minor subdivide would be, I would probably call my little 10-acre tract into 11 lot deal. I'd probably call that a minor subdivide because it's like a baby entitlement. The big one we have would be a major subdivide. I think anything over 100 lots would be like a major subdivide.
Okay. Okay. All right. What's and the reason, because you all feel you could do a lot more deals in that same time frame to do a major subdivide. You can do tons more deals because there's that many opportunities out there. In comparison. Yeah. So do you all do all of Texas, or just what they call the triangle? What is the triangle? Is the triangle Dallas, Austin, and Houston? Is that considered
San Antonio? San Antonio's included all that.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We've done deals outside of the Texas Triangle. It's just, I would say 80% of our transactions are in the Texas Triangle.
Okay.
So if you're new at this, stick to the Texas Triangle. You're going to find a lot more opportunities there. That's where a majority of people that are moving to Texas are moving to the Texas Triangle. So it's just you want to be where people want to buy, and that's the biggest thing. People that do land, I avoid the desert because no one wants to live in the desert. Yes, there's buyers out there, but they're few and far between. So I like investing in buying in land where people want to buy, invest and buy land. That's the key. And we've done deals in Florida. Like we're looking at a deal in Colorado. I'm trying to do more deals in other states, but it has to make sense. Based off what we know in Texas, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. Dallas, we don't do a lot of deals by Dallas itself because Dallas is so inflated. Even Austin, the prices are so inflated. It's really hard to find something that's affordable. So usually stuff by Dallas and Austin, we're usually an hour outside of town. Like we're pretty far outside of town.
All right. Like a lot of people will say, they'll ask me, and just from the deals that I've done, at least the way they were done that I was involved in, a buyer wasn't, you didn't worry about a buyer. Like with wholesaling houses, you have a buyer's list, right, per se. Whereas my experience with land, you just need to find a deal. You'll find a buyer, right? In the sense
Absolutely.
that you market the deal, like really market the deal or whatever and you try to get it listed. But like the lady that turned me on to all of this, a couple years back, her process is, and you all may do the same. She's going to normally do an equitable interest listing, right? She's got it on the contract and boom, or whatever. The deals that we've done that way. And so is that you all's process, or you all just always go ahead and just buy them?
Generally, we disclose what we're doing and how we're doing it. We've tried to do it in the past without doing that, and it's kind of blown up in our face. So we disclose front end and back end of what we're doing, and it makes things a lot easier for us. Generally, we're doing we do buy, but we're mostly doing like a novation type thing.
I got you.
We're more of like service providers, and we wear the hat as a buyer, but really we're service providers.
Okay.
So we'll buy larger tracts. I think we just got a contract last night for 100 acres outside of Houston for $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's worth two.
So what when you put in a contract, you're going to get them to temporarily owner finance it to you with some short-term owner financing, or?
We try. It doesn't. We don't always get it all the time. Generally, we're looking for an extended closing, and it depends on the price point. So I think we talked about that guy that he wants 15 an acre or 12 an acre, and we think it's worth maybe 17, 18, or potentially 20. Yeah. That one, he's higher than our cash price, so we try and do like a novation type thing where we'd want 6 to 12 months to close, potential seller financing for 12 months, or it's not even required on something like that. But we just like for an extended timeline. That way we can pay the property with their own property. Land is the only asset class you can pay a seller off with their own property, hypothetically. You can't buy a 50 unit and sell 5 units to get the down payment.
So
land.
So go into more detail on that, because I understand what you mean. But if you'll just go through a situation like that, so
yeah. So I'll pull up this other one exactly, because that one it's a perfect example of what we did. I'm going to share screen. So this is a perfect example, and this is generally what we do. Our version of this is what we do. So this one, it was listed on the MLS. The family, it was a family member that owned it, and they had a cousin or daughter that was an agent, so they listed it. They had a set price. They're like, yeah, we had it listed for a year, nobody bought it. So a lot of these opportunities they send in MLS. So we contracted it literally for full asking price. We just asked for 4 months to close, which is plenty. I think we're even closing like 2 months sooner than what we requested. But we asked for time to close. We kind of told them, hey, we'll cut this up. We'll give you your price, and we kind of go over those questions, and then we just cut it up. So we don't own this. We're actually closing on this probably in the next week. But essentially, we're buying for $285. We're selling this one tract for $192. So that's bringing like 70% of the purchase price just off of one tract. And then we're bringing gap funding and our private money lenders to fill the rest of the gap. and then we'll have 2 lots essentially free and clear with our lender that we have a really good margin on, 50% loan to value on that tract.
Okay, so is the first tract that's sold, they're going to close on the same day or before or a little after?
We're double closing. We're double closing that first tract.
Okay.
So essentially, we're bringing in the full 285, and then we're getting paid immediately back 192.
Okay. So what you did with the sellers that you explained, okay, yeah, we'll pay you full price. We need this amount of time. We're going to go ahead and pay for a survey to subdivide, and we'll close by this time. But we're letting you know that we're going to market the property.
Absolutely.
This is how we're going to recoup our money, because we're going to spend the money to subdivide it and market it. So, but we're going to still close by XYZ date.
Exactly. And
So
that's what we're doing. So like
a 6-month contract.
This one was a 4-month, and I
Okay.
think we're closing in 2.
Okay.
Just because it's 38 acres, it's small. So we kind of over ask on the due diligence period, because we already know the plan is always the same. We're going to do the same thing on every single one. And then as we do this case study, we're going to present the same opportunity to the next buyer or to the next seller. Hey, here's what we did on this exact property. We contracted for 4 months. We bought it in 2 months, and this is exactly how we did it. So we were very honest, and we disclosed previous examples to the sellers, just because that's how you build confidence in the sellers that you're going to perform. Because when it comes down to the land, it's very liquid, so you're trying to provide the best value to them. And if you can pay their price in their time frame, you got a deal every time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, kind of the way I think about it is we're pretty much looking for partnership opportunities is what we're looking for. Because like if we were just going to go on MLS and just buy cash, we'll be broke like in 30 minutes, right? Because you can spend all the money you want on the MLS. But we're looking specifically for sellers that know they have a big chunk of land. They know it's going to cost a lot of money. So they're just realistic that, hey, nobody's going to come in and scribble a check for $1 million or $2 million. It's just not going to ever happen. They could have it listed for 5 years and it ain't going to happen. So we come in and we say, hey.
So as far as so you're just putting up earnest money deposit at that point then?
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes our earnest money is 50 grand or 100 grand or 200 grand. So it's kind of like earnest money, but it's a respectable enough amount for them to just hold off what they have going on, because chances are they've had this land for 20 or 30 years, right? So they're not hurting for money. There's no motivated sellers in this game at all. Nobody's motivated, but they know that they have a very big problem that nobody's going to come to solve. And so we come in kind of like as a solutions expert to say, hey, your price is high, just FYI. But I think I can still get you the money out of this deal. I know how to do it, but it's going to take me like about 3 months or 6 months. Are you opening more about that? That's it.
One thing I want to mention too is you always got to understand what their motivation is. So the property we just contracted last night, we negotiated $10,000 EMD non-refundable, but the seller's like, yeah, I have a farm lease on it, and they pay me $10,000 a year. I'm like, all right, don't renew the farm lease. We'll give you 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes they just want to see that you got skin in the game. So like if you're like, hey, so you guys are going to come in here and cut up my ranch, and then what if you guys don't buy it? Like, sir, we're going to give you 10% down, 50, 100 grand, 200 grand. I promise you we're going to buy it. So it's a number enough for them to like solve any immediate cash problems that they have right now. And then until they can wait, like, hey, give me 3 months, give me 6 months to pay you out. And then we typically, if it's over $1 million, we typically don't like anything less than 6 months. Those deals blow up. If they give you 4 months, 3 months, that's not a good time to work a 200 acre deal. Just not enough time.
Okay. So what if it's something like that like the I think you showed another one where the wholesaler bought it to you and it was already chopped up. It would work under the same terms, or because the wholesaler bought it to you, you just have to go about it funding the deal differently.
Yeah, so if it is a true 50 cents on the dollar deal like that one was, then we'll pay cash.
Okay.
Even like the Temple one for 200, let's just buy it. Whatever. If he wants to give us time, doesn't give us time, who cares? We'll buy that cash.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense to buy it.
Okay. All right.
If it is true, 50 cents is kind of our tipping point. Once they're at 60% of value, we're not paying cash, because we're going to try to sell it for 80 cents on the dollar. So there's not enough spread in there. But if it really is, buy it for 200, sell it for 4, that's all day. We'll buy those every day, all day, as many as you can find.
Okay. All right. What as far as is this the one?
Did you got a contract out on that Temple deal yet? Did they sign it? Did they send you back the DocuSign yet?
No. We I was
We've been
saying
working here. We've been working here.
I was saving it. I was saving it for this. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen no DocuSign come across yet, man.
Yeah, so, yeah. I was actually saving it for this. You do. I'm trying to pull up that Somerset deal just to give the audience a good idea on something like that. I know we made an offer on it. What's your guy named Kyle? What's his name? Yeah. We made an offer. I don't know what the feedback on, but just ideally on that. But I think that was more because what was going on with this deal? What is his name? I got it right here. So it's Gary. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. So yeah, let me just pull it up real quick. Share screen. All right. So you see it here. So it was this and this. Oh, well, I'm sorry. It was just this. Okay, that's all of it right there. Let me zoom out. What made this deal even interesting at all?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, maybe just the price. Was it a crazy good price?
1.6
for how many acres?
147.
1.6 divided by 147.
You want me to zoom out?
Good price, yeah. That's a great price for that area. 10 an acre. That's great. He's at 10.8 an acre. That's amazing. So, what did y'all offer? Some kind of creative terms?
Well, Kyle offered him, I think, 100 down. I forget what the terms were on it, but here it's let me see.
Yeah, I would say based on that price is probably why it was a standout deal, even though the road frontage is a little questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can sell this thing all day for 150. So if he's getting it for 10.8 all day long, let's say there's a 4,000 an acre spread or so, times 147, and about 600K profit or so on this deal. Yeah. So that's why he probably pitched it 100 down.
Okay, cool.
We're thinking you want to take control of as little money out of pocket as possible.
Yeah.
So if we're going to do a cut up like on this size of land, for sure it's going to take 6 months, right? Maybe a year. So if we're only into it for a hundo and we're going to pull out 5 or 6, that's great. That's a perfect return for that size of deal and that amount of headache.
Yeah.
But let's say it was only a 300K spread, then we're not looking at that deal at all. It's just too much trouble for that amount of money.
I got you. All right, cool. Wow, we've been rolling good, guys. Hey, I ran out of properties. I got more, but you know what? I got more. I guess trash. You need to see. Let me just pull up a couple of trash here. Well, I thought was trash. You all must say no. What did I miss?
Everything is price driven, man. Because even if it was way out, like we bought one that was like 2 hours away from San Antonio, but we got it for like 2,600 acres.
All right. Let me tell you one that's funny on this one right here. Right? Is this the one?
Is that Freer?
Yeah.
I'll catch on Freer.
Let me see. What did he say? No flood. Roger Brazil. Okay.
Here, let me show you this one real quick because this one we're actively doing, and it fits like kind of breaks our rules, but it was ridiculous. So
yeah, it's way out in the middle of nowhere, man. So that's why it's a tougher one.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one we got it for $495. We got it for $495, and I think we got this in May, and then we sold 66 of it for $315.
Oh wow!
And we bought this for $40K down.
All right. So what happened there? So that's 185 acres.
185, and then we sold 66, which is about a third of it.
Okay, for $315.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like 2-3 weeks later.
What are those? 33
acre tracks. Yep.
Track. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Wow. And what was the total price on it?
$495.
What is that an acre? What is that an acre?
We got it for it was cheap, man, like 2,700 or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
So
those all dirt roads there?
Yeah, that's a dirt road going down that one again. So this one does break the rules. It's too far away. It's on a dirt road. Like I said, but for $2,000 an acre, we'll take a crack at it.
Yeah. Is that another dirt road that was going down the top side of it? Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that one's again way outside of our buy box, but that's a decent deal just based on the price. So we're willing to gamble. Sales are going really, really slow on it, but who cares?
Really slow. Really slow.
Yeah, at that price, like I said, who cares? It's kind of like, well, now we just got land starting to collect everywhere.
That was a
somebody. You still got time to hang out, Ty? We got some questions on YouTube.
Yeah. Most definitely. That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Somebody said, when pitching novations, what does that conversation sound like? That would just be us, like I said, man, saying, hey, look, your price is high, right? We're just not gonna scribble you a check for $1 million or $2 million. I'm betting you don't need all that money. Do you have something you need to do with all that money right away? Like, do you need to move $1 million or $2 million into something else? Or no, they always say no, right? Because they don't got nothing to do with that money. Just say, okay, well, I'm a buyer at this price. I think I know what to do. It's going to take me a while to pull all the cash out of it, though. It's probably going to take me about maybe 6 months or a year to get you that money. That's something you want to hear about. So bang, that's it. Okay, Daniel has to bounce. All right, Daniel, appreciate you, man. We'll see you soon.
Okay, all right, Dan. Thanks, man.
You guys are good. I guess I got work to do. So
back to work. Everybody back to work. Yeah, so that's all you would ask them is just like, hey, I know how to get the money out of this deal. It's going to take me a little while. Probably going to take me 6 months or a year before I can get you the money. Is that something you want to hear about? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. And then, for the most part, they'll come back around. So that's what's cool about these deals is that, like, you think you got a crazy deal for $1 million or $2 million, nobody's going to come buy it. Nobody's going to come. So like, if you say, hey, well, is it cool if I touch base with you in 6 months, check on you? They always say yes. So we just put them on an automatic follow-up, like on a drip with the CRM. And it'll just ping them in 6 months and say, hey, did you ever sell that property yet? Sometimes it takes the sellers a year and a half to come to their senses, to go under contract with wholesalers over and over and over again before they realize, like, okay, this guy said he'll give me $100,000 up front. Then can I hear more about your offer now? So it just takes a little bit of time for them to get worn out of getting, the wholesalers to beat up on them. Somebody's asking, what is the reason for not looking into an acre or under? We will look at those as long as it's just a clean flip, preferably where you can put a mobile home, like unrestricted. So I don't like to buy because what happens is especially if you have site built homes, like lots, for one, your buyer pool shrinks dramatically if you can't put a mobile home on it, right? Because somebody can move into that thing like in a month or two. But yeah, we just buy those and list them, but we don't want to end up with a $200,000 infill lot. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'll just go buy 50 acres for $200,000 and double my money up in a couple months. So no reason to buy overpriced infill lots, unless you're a builder trying to build houses or something. But we usually don't look for infill lots. We like big cut ups. Is this one of the ones you threw into the recycle bin or what?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at it. I don't think got any feedback on it. So here we go. I've missed it here. So here's one. It's 106 acres. And what did he want on this? Looking at his agent. Oh, this is the one where the agent called.
He wants you to talk to the agent.
Well, acres. I guess. Where is this? Number one, it's Frio County. Is that near you all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right south of Divine. Yeah, it's a pretty good area. Not bad area at all. I mean, it's a little far out, but it's still a decent area. I would like to know what he wants per acre.
I guess let's see what it's listed for.
You want to call him right now? You want to call the agent right now?
Yeah, let's see. Well, we had the owner. Let me see what the actual address is on it. Let's do this. Hunter Winter. 210-464-2991.
Can you hear my phone?
Yeah.
His name's Hunter?
Hunter, yeah. He said it was 867 acres. What is he talking about?
Hunter's too rich to answer his phone on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, what else could he possibly do?
Calling him about that 800 acres you got. I'm texting him.
Yeah. Where is he getting 800 acres at?
Maybe it's surrounding like other parts.
Yeah, maybe it's other parcels or whatever. So okay.
Let's see if Hunter calls me back here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah. See what he's.
Somebody was asking on YouTube about a 9-acre cut up. They said that it was already pre-split up. So we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that deal at all. It sounds like he wants like $1 million per each piece, like 2 or 3 acres. That's a development deal, like where you have to throw apartments or houses or something on it to make that deal work. We just want to survey the land off and sell it as is, because anytime you're going to build something, you're talking about not making money for 3 years. So you got to go through the entitlements, get your neighborhood designed. That takes a year, and then you got to start putting structures up. And then by the time you sell it and make money, you're like 2 to 3 years out. So that's not our strategy. We're trying to get paid in 3 to 6 months. Yeah.
Okay. We got another question in there. I'm just trying to look through some of these properties real quick. If you see anything, appreciate everyone that's joined us today. We'll put the guys' information out here in a second.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, here's one right here.
Somebody's asking if they should make an offer based on the tax assessor's site. That's a pretty good start. Normally, if you can get it for what the tax assessor has it appraised at, then that's probably a half decent deal. But I would still just definitely check 10-acre comps is all we really care about, 10-acre comps. And we want to sell for less than retail. So if retail is going for $20,000 an acre, we don't want to try to sell for that. We're going to try to sell for like 18 or something to sell ours quick. You don't want to try to sell for retail. You don't want to compete with the retail market ever.
What do you think about this one here?
That's okay. What size is it?
It's 100
acres.
100 acres.
It's not beautiful based on that shape. Can you turn on flood zones?
Yeah.
Anytime I see like stripy trees like that, river-shaped trees, I'm worried about flood zones. See, you got a little dry creek in the back. No flood zones actually on the property. Can we zoom way out and see where it is?
Take that off.
Okay. All right. By Luling again. Okay. Do you know what they wanted for this one?
Let's see what they wanted.
Everything's a deal with the right price. So even though it's not a lovely shape.
Lenny went with his family. I didn't want to push him. Report. This is one we're supposed to follow up on right here. Electric only, county road paid in front of the property. He stated there was one main access. No zoning classifications.
Yeah, these are all going to be like that's the other thing, guys. We look specifically for agricultural, like unrestricted, like that's your best land. So we don't care about zoning. So when somebody's like, "Hey, this one's perfect for commercial or residential," we don't care about any of that. We prefer unrestricted land. That's where all the money is.
Okay.
It's a half decent shape. I would just want to know what he wants on price. Yeah, the shape is not beautiful, but it's perfect because it's rectangular.
So you want something more? Let me see if let's find something like what's more ideal. I know Dan had a lot of stuff he could pull it up. Let me share this screen.
Something real juicy. Watch this.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. All right. So just looking at these parcels here and the road access, like somebody did. This probably was a subdivide down here, right?
Yeah, somebody bought that and cut it up. You see the way that so picture all those all connected together, and then you just cut right off of the main road, and that's a beautiful, beautiful play. That's like everyday bread and butter deal right there. So that one right above it, right north of that on Harwood,
right here,
one right across the street, that's right there. If you can get a good deal on that one right there, you make a lot of money quick.
Then it's a corner lot too, basically. Yeah. Oh wow.
You should target like 500 to $1 million profit per deal that looks like that right there. Okay. If we can't make 500 on that, I'll be shocked.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So that's tremendous road frontage. You know what I'm saying?
Two sides of road frontage. So even more beautiful.
Yeah. This one's pretty good. It's 71 acres.
Beautiful. Perfect. Right on the corner. Corner lot like that. Yeah. Easy cut up. Real easy cut up.
What about this baby right here?
Perfect. Right there. Plenty. Just based on the amount of frontage on the road. So now it's like longer rectangular along the road.
Yeah.
That's a money maker.
So this would just be 2 lots. It's 23 acres. So it's just 2 lots.
I would do a 12 and a 10 or 11 and 11. Anything like that would be perfect right there. That's big money.
Oh, this was a good one too. Then look like that's what somebody did right here too, huh?
Yep. They cut that one up right off the main road. So like I said, those long skinny tracks like that, like if we cut them up, we'll sell them.
What about this one right here?
Big money. How many acres?
That's 40 acres right there. So boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
So beautiful. That's so easy to make money on right there. That's our ideal candidate. If you can find only those, then you'll get rich.
Even over here, right here.
That one's good. It's square shape. I like it. I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
The one across the street better, but that one's good.
But those rectangles that all of it's road frontage, just like all of it's road frontage.
On those, even if that's like a 5-acre tract or a 7-acre tract, and we do got to take a year to cut it up. If it has that much road, that's probably still a deal, because some areas you cut up them 1-acre tracts. It takes a year, but now we're getting like $80K an acre, right? So if you get that thing, let's say you get it for 10 or 15 an acre, 20 an acre, then instead of just dumping it and trying to make like 100 grand or 200 grand, like maybe we should look at that one and buy it and try to make $1 million on that one.
Yeah. So like this one here, another is smaller, or it appears to be small, but it's still 40 acres. Same thing, right?
Right at the corner.
But then you get something
not so ideal. Yeah, those right there, that one, and all the ones to the right of it, I would skip those all day.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just not enough road frontage, too much back. Too much of the land goes back, right?
There's no good way to cut it up. I mean, there's really nothing you can do there. Yeah, so it's just I would just skip those.
Okay.
And the one to the right of that has like that. There's a road at the bottom and on the side. That's perfect. That's a great track.
That's a great track right there. Okay. Okay. Boom. Nice. Okay. What about this one right here? What happens here? Let me see if they got the same owner. Boom. Yeah, it's the same owner though, so he just already cut it up, whatever. But what about this right here? It's a little different, angled or whatever. Got plenty of road frontage. Even some down here.
That's perfect.
Assuming if all of this was one parcel.
Yeah, even if he had cut that piece out and said, "Hey, I want to keep my house on that little 1-acre tract," and he would sell us the land around it, that's perfect. That's great.
Okay. How would you do this? You would just go straight up here and then just straight back. You
could do anything. Yeah, you could do a rectangle, you could do a square and a triangle. Like you could just get as creative as you want.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as we don't end up with the matchsticks, right? Because
then now it's only 24 acres though, so you really want
so it'd be like a 2-split. Yeah, so I might just cut like starting where that little house is somewhere off in there.
Okay.
So get the smallest 10 I could get out of that.
Yeah, I got you. Cool. All right. Man, wow. Any more questions? And this is good, man.
You want to hit a couple more questions or what?
Oh yeah. I'm good, man. It's Saturday. What else am I doing?
That's why I figured Saturday is going to be my best day for these, man, because during the week it's just crazy, bro. Like it gets crazy.
What else we got it here? Let me see. I'll look at the core stones. You say what is the best? Well, I guess we sort of went through that. Courtney and Powell, what is the best way to locate what you look? Well, we didn't go through how to locate. We just talked about what it looks like. Well, right now, what I've been doing. Are you familiar with the land portal?
No.
Huh?
Land portal?
Yeah, the land portal. Oh wow. Okay, my man. You know Daniel Apke?
No.
You don't? Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let me show you real quick. Oh man. Because remember we were targeting the mobile homes because that ensured road access. Not sure how much road frontage, but road access. And so I'm like, man, it has to be a tool out here that you can build lists with road frontage, right? And determine how much road frontage. So anyway, so
that sounds juicy already.
Yeah, so I let me see. So we got this window open. Where are we? Land portal. Okay, boom. All right. So all right. Let me log in. All right. Remember me. Ty. Email lost password. Let me see here. Let me stop sharing right quick.
Courtney was asking if we could do on or off market. We buy a lot right on off the market. Yeah.
On the market, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just call agents and just make offers. We make 2 offers to every tract. We offer half in cash. So if it's listed for $1 million, we're going to offer 5 in cash. Or if they want the full $1 million, then we're going to try to pitch creative. So everybody gets 2 offers.
For some reason, I can't. Let me see.
Somebody's asking, what do we have to do to cut it up? Just survey off the land? Yes, as long as it's above 10.01 acres. Then in Texas, I know this probably works other places, but you just survey it off and sell it as is. You don't have to get it approved by anybody.
Reset password.
Somebody was asking for negotiation tips. This guy is, if he has an investor with 15 lots, yeah, if he doesn't want to work with you, if he doesn't want you to make any money, they have to know what you're bringing to the table. You say, hey, you know, I can move these lots for you, but I got to charge a fee for it. Yeah, so that's fine. If he doesn't want you to make money, I would just stay away from that deal, or just wholesale it. Just bring him a buyer and lock it up.
Yeah. Where is my password? It's not working.
Somebody who said, so you guys basically do entitlements? No, we can do entitlements, but we don't want to. We are doing several right now, but that's not our business model. Again, yeah, we just, when you do 10-acre lots, you don't have to entitle anything.
Okay, we're good to go now. All right, so let's see here, man. All right, boom. All right, so this is here we are right here. All right, so you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
so let's get in here. So we're gonna do a filter search. And wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Filter search. All right, so choosing vacant land. Choose a county, Texas. What county you want to go with?
Let's try Atascosa. I do a lot of business down there. That's where we're building our neighborhood. There you go. There you go.
I would have never been able to pronounce that. All right, so you got other filters in here, and you could put an ID in there, but you could just say not landlocked if you want to. But if you want to be more specific, how much road frontage would you like to have, ideally?
I don't know. Let's say 1,000 feet.
1,000. Okay,
that's not a lot. That's
1,000 to what? 2,000, or it doesn't matter.
Let's say 3,000. Just to see what happens. Yeah, that's a lot of frontage. That's a great property already.
Yeah, that's a great property. How many acre minimum? What you want?
Let's say 20 at minimum, and let's say 100 at the top.
Top. Okay. All right. All right. And that's what we got 5 filters in there. So let's see what we got. All right, so we got 456 possible properties.
Damn.
Hit the list, right? And then I can show on the map. All right. So if I click on any of these, it zooms in and it shows you. Right.
Oh, dude, that is amazing right there.
I'm telling you, man, I was just blown away when I saw it.
Hey, could we let's try to like bump it. Let's go like to 3,000 to 5,000 feet of road frontage and see how drastically that reduces that list.
3,000 to 5,000?
3,000 to 5,000 feet of road. Because now we're talking like that's a significant amount of road. That's a lot. It's like almost a mile of road.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm curious, like, is there, because 500 is a lot. Right. Say 3,000, 5,000.
Apply.
Damn, 124 tracks out there that have almost a mile of road frontage, dude.
Yeah. Now it includes both sides and everything now, like this is a corner lot or whatever. So it includes all of that, right?
Oh, dude, export that list, man. Let's beat it up. Let's send the mailers.
All right. So
send you some money today, dude. Let's beat the hell out of that list.
All right. So let's say this list here.
I would say we'll call them, text them, and especially mail them. Let's mail them like every 90 days or something.
So what is it? What is called? What is called?
Atascosa, Atascosa.
Okay. What did we say? It's 3K to 5K RF. All right. And
dang, that is dope.
What is this? 20 to 100 acres. Okay. All right. So let's say that. All right. Boom. But yeah, just to look at some of these, let's see another one.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. These are all big money deals now. Quick splits too.
Look at this. Let's see this one.
That's all day.
Oh wow, that's a good filter because I've been doing 300 to like 1,000 300 feet to 1,000 feet of road frontage.
No,
right?
man, yeah, look at that, 3,005. You're talking about almost a mile, dude. So like,
Yeah.
really, like you said, we can just 10 right off the main road. That should be done quick. And then everybody likes being off a main road. They like being off the highway.
Look at that one. Wow.
That's 3 sides of frontage.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that one. Oh wow, yeah.
See, that's crazy right there, man. That's like it makes for a real easy cut up.
Yeah.
Damn, that's all juicy right there. Everything north of Poteet, all that, that's all money.
Yeah, that's 80 something acres there. Yeah.
Put me to work, bro. I'll go drive all them things.
Hey man, yeah. Okay, so all right, boom.
We do a lot of virtual stuff. Like
Yep.
we're doing 160 acres over by Tyler, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen it in person, but these right here in this county, I'll drive them myself.
Okay,
Because
cool.
this one, like, we'll buy them here. We'll buy all day.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad I showed you that. Then now I understand the filters that would make sense to guarantee just like almost the perfect side spot or whatever.
Orientation, yeah. Dude, that's all fire right there, because like 20 to 100 acres, we could just buy that cash, right? So by the time you're getting into like 400, 500 acres, we're gonna have to get creative. But on those like that, for that price in that area, we could just take them down and take our time with them if we had to.
Is this a good one here?
I like it. 2 sides of road frontage, just beautiful.
Yeah, I guess because of that much road frontage, you're almost gonna guarantee 2 sides, almost a corner lot in most cases.
Kind of, yeah. That's a good way to think about it. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of cool stuff.
I wouldn't have never thought to go up to 3,000. You know what I'm saying, like that. I wouldn't have never thought to do that.
That much road frontage.
Yeah, but that makes sense though. So yeah. But yeah, I was like, man, somebody has to have something out there, like, but it's less than a year old. I think that's the same one.
That's funny, because I've always talked about something like that. So, man, if there was a tool, that would be sick. And there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
It's like every deal is a winner now.
Hey, strong potential. Okay, so I'm about to build a new list then. Okay. All right. Yeah.
And you could just as well go to 200 acres or 300 acres. You know what I mean? But 20 to 100 is kind of like low hanging fruit. Okay,
nice. But and that's just one county. So boom. Yeah.
And like I said, this county stuff moves down there. It sells fine. The further north you are, of course, the closer you are to San Antonio, the better it's going to be. That's a great right there. Like, that's already split into 2 pieces already.
Oh wow, sure is, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like you could probably sell that little corner lot for a premium if you can get them to make you a deal on the whole thing.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Boom. Man, it's been a great live here, man. One of the best ever.
Dude.
Personally, man.
This was awesome, man. I'm glad we got a chance to connect like this too, because it takes a little while, for you to get your bearings.
Yeah.
But then once you start to spot them, you're just gonna have an eye for it, dude. Like that Temple deal, right? Like how many deals have we looked at together already, me and you? Like hundreds, right?
Oh yeah.
And then when you show me that Temple deal, I'm like, that's a deal. It didn't even take me 60 seconds to see that.
But I really, after watching the video from Kyle the other night and now doing this, like I really understand, your process and what you guys look for sure. One thing, y'all guys want to access that same tool. Is just text APN to 205-964-5243 APN. And I didn't even know what the A and the PN stood for. I knew the PN was parcel number. It's assessor parcel number.
Yeah, guys, if you're watching this, definitely text that number. And that's that land portal tool you got?
Yeah.
So if you guys text that phone number and get connected, man, that tool is going to make you a lot of money, man. I would start there before I did anything else. I would start with that tool and then just work off of that list. This model works anywhere in Texas. I would say stay close to the big cities. So San Antonio, I'll personally drive them, but we have people in Dallas and in Austin, Houston. So people are like, do you guys work other places outside of Texas? Like, why would you work anywhere else other than Texas? The population here is exploding. Exploding. Yeah. So why would you go into a declining market or a softening market when like I think there's like 500 people moving to Dallas Fort Worth every day.
Wow.
So it's like just work in Texas. Why do it anywhere else? You could do it remotely. Like it's not like you have to go drive the property. So I would say run Texas, man.
What's your contact info in so I can put it on the screen here?
Man, they could email me at admin@texasranchflippers.com.
admin@texasranchflippers.com. I think I got that right.
Yeah, and then if you guys message me on social, then I usually respond to all of my DMs. It takes me a while to get back sometimes, but I try to hit every DM and every comment. Yeah, crazy like that. But I know I'll drop some, but I'll get as close as I can.
Did I put this right?
At TexasRanchFlippers.com. Yo.
Yeah. Boom, guys. So we're going to try to do this as the Saturdays allow or whatever. So this is a good one. I threw together a little thumbnail.
Yeah, dude, this is cool, man. Yeah, I'm game. We could do this on every Saturday that it works out for both of us.
Yeah,
it's fun. I like talking about it. It's like something that we're always doing. I wish I had other hobbies, but work is my hobby. So,
in my mind, it's always working. My mind, you working, so I'm always working.
Yeah, I can't turn it off, man. I could be at the movies and I'm just thinking about work. I ain't trying to watch no damn movie.
Yeah, man. So, all right, man. So we're gonna put the Warriors out there, guys. So you started you can go if you just joined us, you can go back and watch us from the beginning. They were evaluating some properties for me to, we're generating here. And so here's an opportunity for you to do the same thing. Hey, let's get it. Y'all know I'm always all about value, trying to help you make a dollar. So with that being said, and I really appreciate it that Daniel know the same thing. And so hopefully we'll see you guys next Saturday. All right, and have more to report. So
hell yeah, man. Let's lock up that Temple deal.
Oh yeah, that's a done deal.
Yes, so you made about 50 or $100 today or something like that.
all right.
You're a pretty good Saturday, man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man. Like I said, I've been watching your videos since before I got my first deal, man. So I appreciate you putting out all this content. This is dope, man.
No problem, man. I'm glad you guys we put it together just yesterday, really. So there it is. So again, thanks, guys, and we will see you on the FLISIDE.
All right.
Flip man. It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that.